This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, October the 17th. My voice is still not fantastic, but hopefully it's a lot better than it was last week. I'm going to get caught up to you all here. Okay, here we go. Please do say hi and hello. I'm going to let you all do most of the talking today since my voice is still very weak. Just kidding. Okay, and hopefully the volume will be great. I have invested in what I hope is the very last microphone that I will be buying because it was hideously expensive and I have been assured that it is perfection. Hello, Marlene. So y'all go ahead and say hi and hello. Today is October the 17th. We are busting through October again. Hello, Trish. I hope my voice sounds a little bit better. It's still not great. Seriously thinking I may have to go get a steroid because it's just kind of hanging right there. But anyway, I'm Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Welcome. If you are watching with us on Facebook, please say hi and hello. If you are brand new, also say hello. Let us know that you are brand new. And hello, Melinda. So yeah, let us know if you are brand new because we would love to welcome you. Hello, Elaine. And if you are watching this later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. Then say hi also because I would love to say hello to you. And thank you. Trish says I sound better. So do I sound better like my voice sounds better or like the microphone is better? But anyway, and hello, Lisa from Arkansas. And good, Melinda says I am sounding better tonight. Hello, Lynn. It's good to see you. But yeah, seriously, and hello, John from Home Base. I may have to go get something for this because it's still not fantastic. And normally my voice is only gone for a couple of days and not for 2 weeks. Uh-oh, and Betty Ann says it is chilly there. It is chilly here as well. But hello, everyone. And thank you, Trish, for letting me know that. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sherry. It's good to see you all again. And I'm so happy that I can speak a little bit. And and Carol Lou says we sound great, but her Steelers are playing tonight, so she might have to back out a little bit early. And Melinda, we're going to talk about that in just a second. Hello, Sylvia from Oklahoma, and hello, Linda from Rock Island, Illinois. And I see up here that Sherry from Perrysburg, I think it said. Yep, Perrysburg. So hello, Sherry from Perrysburg, and hello, Katie. Happy Sunday. So happy Sunday to everyone. Sorry, I'm still not 100%, but y'all know me. I can't not talk. So the only way that this is going to get better is to go get a steroid or to quit talking. And I'm not going to quit talking. Hello, Cynthia. And thank you very much again, Trish. So hello, everybody. Hello, Orlando Debbie. Hello, Rita. And Rita says, get a medicine ball at Starbucks. I've tried everything. I mean, I have tried everything. John even got me some, I don't know, some kind of whiskey. And I slept through it, didn't realize that I didn't have a voice, but whatever. And hello, Sandra from Naperville. She finally got a newer car. I saw that on Facebook a couple of days ago, so that sounds good. Hello, Sherry from Florida. But yes, hello and happy Sunday, everybody. I do want to pause here and say you have like 45 minutes. You have like 45 minutes left to enter to win these. So these are, Melinda, it's 48 in East Tennessee. Is it 48 outside? I was just outside a little bit ago and it was not 48. Hello, Karen. Good to see you, Dorothy. Hello, Mary from Canada. But you have like 45 minutes to enter to win these. So Casey made this. This is a boobie for October because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so Casey made us a boobie to give away. We also have this pink. I'm sorry. John said it was Jameson and honey. That was what he got me to help with my voice. So at least I can talk. It's not perfect, but he got me Jameson to go with that. So anyway, and Melinda says in Bristol, that is stinking cold. I'm not that far from you. But anyway, you have like 43 minutes now to go over to Instagram and follow us on If You Have an Egg. So don't leave the chat. Just pop over to Instagram. I feel confident that you can do both of them. But Casey made us these boobies for, she is very talented. I know she made us these boobies for Breast Cancer Awareness Month for October. And we have this is a stainless steel wine tumbler. And aloha, Kathy. And so we're doing a pink out. And I should have worn pink tonight. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I didn't want to, conflict with this. But this is a bookmark. And I did not bring a book in here to show you all. But these things are super cool. So you get a cool pink bookmark. This is made by one of our crafters here at Casey Kitchen Center. And a pink wet-it cloth. And if you haven't tried, is that upside down? Nope. Yep. Nope, that's right side up. If you haven't tried the wet-it cloths yet, they are super cool. We don't have time to talk about it right now, but hello, Vicki. But you have about 45 minutes to go and register to enter to win. So I'm going to draw the winner at the end of tonight's chat. So today is October the 17th. If you were watching this after October the 17th, 2021, and you think, oh, well, you can still go follow us on Instagram. But if you think, oh, I'm going to go register to win, it's tonight. I'm drawing it tonight. So this is October the 17th, 2021. So just hop on over to Instagram. Don't. And so Carol says she already follows us on Instagram. That means she's already that means she's already registered to win. So you're going to be registered to win. All you have to do is just go follow us. Hello, Kathy from Iowa. You just have to go follow us on Instagram. That's it. And it's just at If You Have an Egg. So pop over to Instagram, look up If You Have an Egg. You'll know it's me because it's covered with pictures of this and Bo and Alyssa and everything else, and hello, Jean. So pop over there real quick. You've got about 41 minutes now. Just kidding. We're going to do it at about 5 till before we hop off. We'll draw the winner, but it is a boobie. Just a boobie, you know, because we need to check our boobies in October. Casey made this from Daisy Chains Crochets. Then we have a stainless wine tumbler and a pink out wet it cloth from Casey Kitchen Center and the super cool cloth bookmark. Okay, so now you got about 41 minutes to go over there and register to win. Literally all you have to do is follow us. If you follow If You Have an Egg, and then so you get one entry if you follow If You Have an Egg. Then if you tag a friend that you think might want to enter to win, just tag them. That's all you got to do. Nothing special. No special sign up for this. Okay, so let's get back to our chat. This is Sunday. I almost said Friday. I've lost it. That's not new. That's not new for you all. So if you're new and you want to say hi and hello, this voice is not normal. And hello, Leslie from Edmonton. So if you're brand new, please say hi and hello. Let some other people say hello to you, and just know this is not normal, but it is very normal for me to get distracted many times during the chat. You'll just get used to it. Hopefully the sound is fantastic tonight, and I hope that it is. I haven't seen anybody complaining, but I hope that the sound is fantastic tonight because I have purchased what I hope is my very last microphone. The good news is, if we ever decide to do a podcast, I got the kind of microphone that you can use also for a podcast. And the even better news is I'm not tethered to it. So it's not attached to me anywhere. And the even better news is it does not take AAA batteries. So the other one was already driving me crazy because it wasn't working as advertised. And thank you, Kathy. Kathy said the sounds excellent. And it was eating AAA batteries, which broke my heart because I didn't want to throw them away. So I have a stack of AAA batteries. So anyway, okay, and Sherry says we are still stopping. So that, I don't know. I'm watching myself and I'm not stopping. So I don't know if it's your internet or if maybe you need to go out and come back in. Okay, so this is October. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You have about 39 minutes now to scoot over to Instagram and register to win this cute little, go pink. We're doing a pink out, boobie. So the news that I have for October, I covered most of it last time in between coughing fits, but one thing I just wanted to point out, is it just me, or if you go on to, and hello Marlene from Grand Rapids, Michigan, if you go on to WW on a desktop, so if you log on to WW from a desktop, is it just me, or has the logo changed again? So I think the logo has said, so when they changed it to just WW, so when the logo changed from saying Weight Watchers and changed to just WW, then and I think part of the freezing is because oh no, Loretta's mom just found out she has breast cancer and she said it doesn't look good. Okay, so everybody, you need to pink out for Loretta's mom. My grandmother had breast cancer. She was not a survivor. She only made it a couple of years. Because she decided not to do chemo. Hello, Myrna. She decided not to do chemo so that she could spend time with Casey. That's how long ago this was. With Casey when she was little. So, so let's please support somebody this month in October and every month. It can be Breast Cancer Awareness Month every month. Best of luck with that. And please do keep us updated on how that's going. But so when Weight Watchers changed their logo to just the WW, I swear, the logo has said for months now, maybe a couple of years, it has said it's been a circle, and I'll put a copy of it in the written notes. But it's been a circle that has a W and a W in it, and then it has said something like WW Wellness That Works or Weight Loss Reimagined or something like that. But now it says, and I completely forgot, Lynn is a breast cancer survivor, so you all I don't know, high five Lynn or something because she's a 6-year survivor. So congratulations, we love you, Lynn. We're so happy that you're a survivor. But now it's the WW circle. So it's the blue circle with the white W and W in it. And again, Jessica will put this in the written transcript. But now it says Wellness That Works, period. And then it says Weight Loss That Works, period. And then Wellness That Works, period. I swear, I don't remember it having 2 lines for months. And I noticed weird little things like that. And I don't remember it saying weight loss that works. So I don't know. Is that just another little Easter egg of what is coming? So if I'm crazy and it has had a 2-line description for the last few months, just let me know that I'm crazy. But if not, I don't know. I think it's another Easter egg because now it says something about weight loss too instead of just wellness or reimagined or whatever. Okay, and Carol says she just has the WW. I don't know. Go to a computer, an actual computer. So I found it on there. I could not find it when I went digitally. Could not find it. So, and Melinda left so that she could go enter the contest. So yeah, everybody go enter to win. You've got just a little bit longer. We're going to draw for the cute booby at the end. And she's also making, okay, so I'm just going to sidetrack for a second because y'all know me. I love to sidetrack. So these are boobies they're boobies, you know, but Casey is also making, and I'm going to go the wrong direction. She is also making let me go this way, boo bees. So like boo bees. And then this morning when I left, she was making zombies, and they're green. I think they're green and purple. Anyway, stinking cute. Okay, so that's not WW news. That's just Casey news. And Alyssa and Bo are both doing fantastic. So thank you all for asking very much about them. Okay, so the only other new news I had for October is my voice is still crummy. Y'all are doing great. And we have a new microphone. Everything else, hello Mindy. Everything else we went over last week, barely, because I was hacking up the lung last week. So I think everybody knows by now that Mindy Grossman is stepping down. That sounds like that's, just a good decision on her part. Nothing wrong. Don't read anything into that. And they have not announced her replacement yet. But as soon as we hear, then I will. Then I'll let you know. Okay, and wait. And then Melinda says, when I first watched your video, I thought it was a pink bee. It is a pink bee. It is. It's a pink bee, but it's a booby. It's a bee. Casey, I don't know. Casey makes all these super cute bees, all these different themed bees. But okay. And we all know, and we can all breathe and be calm. We all know that there's something coming in November. None of us knows what it is. People are spreading lots of rumors. We talked about that last week, but everybody just remain calm. When it gets here, it gets here. Okay. And as soon as I find out, then I will let you all know. Okay. And Cynthia says apparently she was fired. Not the news that I heard. But it's okay. It's okay. Did any of us know her? Had any of us ever met her? No. So it's okay. We will be okay together. Okay. So that's all the news that I've got for October. So this month's theme though is still, so the month for the theme of October is still what happens in your body. And hello, Deborah. What happens in your body when you eat and drink. And again, I just said there's going to be a new program, new updated. I honestly don't know. Haven't asked, not going to get anybody in trouble, so we're not going to delve into it deep until it's time. But I think that has to do something with what the new program is going to be. Whether it's brand new, whether it's just an update to what we've been doing, I don't know. These are just guesses that I have, but I can promise you they are continually, every time they make any changes. This is not done lightly. It is all done with our best interest at heart. To make sure that because people are here to lose weight, but people are also here to be well. We're also, and we're going to talk about that a lot here in just a few minutes when we talk about the topic for tonight. But there's a new personal assessment page, and you can go in and you can take it. Even though you're a current WW member, you can go in and take that assessment. I feel like we're going to be asked to take another new assessment when it's time for the plan to change. But last week we were talking about getting to know your eating patterns. And again, I think that's going to be part of a foundation, whatever the foundation is going to be. And thank you, Deborah. I'm a little over 13 pounds, but I think that's going to be part, since we've been back to in-person workshops, but I think that's going to be part of the new foundation. So part of the new foundation for me is, thank you for segueing into in-person workshops, Deborah, but part of the new foundation for me is getting to go back to in-person workshops. So who is still getting to go? I know the numbers for COVID just shot through the roof in our area, but fortunately, we all just started voluntarily wearing masks again, and things have kind of, settled down a little bit. But who is still getting to go to an in-person workshop? So if you went to an in-person workshop this last week, let's do some thumbs up. If you're here with us live, if you were watching with us later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. You can do a thumbs up emoji. You can tell me that you went. You can tell me what color chair you sat in. So ours are still white. Yep, and some of you all are starting to notice what colors you're sitting in. So thumbs up if you went to an in-person workshop, or if you went to a Zoom workshop last week. So who, just out of curiosity, who is still able to make a Zoom workshop? I'm not finding any that fit into my time right now, but let's be honest. Yep, and Linda's bottom was in a green chair. Linda, if they ever change the color of your chairs, you're just gonna have to call me or something, okay? It's because I won't be prepared for this before the chat. But who's able to find a good Zoom workshop? Who's got one that you would recommend for somebody else? So, and let's be honest, I was forcing my entire family and everything. Oh, and Sylvia's was a green chair too. Oh, and Mary's are purple. I'd love to have. We need to get purple chairs. But I was forcing my family and everybody else to go around. Thank you, Rita. To go around Gwen's Zoom that she was having on Sundays. I mean, like rearrange their entire day so that I could attend that one. But just curious as to who's found a good Zoom workshop that you can share with everybody else. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just comment in the comments, comment below, because people want to know. So thumbs ups for those, and I see lots of those, and thank you again, Rita. And if you attended here with us last week, a heart if you were live with us last week, or if you watched it later on demand, which quite a few of you watched on YouTube this week. I don't know if people were busy. I don't know if you were on fall break. I don't know if you just needed a refresh. I don't know if you just loved listening to me cough my head off and thought, I'd like to hear that again. So maybe that was why so many of you watched it. But bravo stickers to everyone who went to an in-person workshop, attended a Zoom, attended with us here last week, or watched later on demand. So bravo stickers to everyone. And we give out virtual bravo stickers, but you can go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and download your own if you want them. So last week, again, we were talking about getting to know your eating patterns. And I do think that this is going to be part of a foundation, and good Trisha's sharing a good one. And hello, Sandra from Demons Fury. So I think this is going to be part of a foundation. We always have to have a firm foundation for anything new that we start. So I think figuring out what our eating patterns are, I think that's going to be an important part of that. So last week we were talking about those patterns, and so we were talking about what happens before you eat, what happens while you eat, how fast are you eating, what happens after you eat. And so your homework for last week, I'm just going to say one person did the whole thing. Only one person, and hello, Alicia, only one person did the entire assignment. So I had several people that commented on things. I had several people that kind of threw out some things, but only one person, and that was Lynn. So Lynn gets high fives again from everybody. Yeah, and so we don't have cushions either. I don't know who was talking about cushions, but we don't have them either. But Lynn gets a high five again. So Lynn is a 6-year breast cancer survivor, and she is the only person who did the homework completely, like did it start to finish. And Melinda, we are not live on YouTube yet. I have not started that yet because I'm a little nervous about it. But now that I have the new microphone, that's a maybe. Okay, so Lynn, for her homework, she did all of the emojis. So what Lynn did for her homework, she did takeout from a place called Chicken Express one day this week. And she said she planned her meal. So she planned her meal of 2 chicken tenders, which were 8 smart points, and 4 fried pickle slices, which were 4. And so the emoji that she did is the one that's going, like she was thinking about what she was gonna plan, what she was gonna eat. And then she leisurely ate it and enjoyed every bite of it. And so that was an emoji with the big heart eyes. And then she said a half an hour later, she felt satisfied. So she waited. She didn't go run and grab something else, to eat again. She waited a half an hour. That was the 30 minutes that you were supposed to wait. So she waited that 30 minutes. And she said she felt satisfied with what she had eaten. And she was not going to go and grab a snack in between that meal and her next planned meal. And for that one, it was a little emoji going like, yay. It was that kind of an emoji. Anyway, so congratulations to Lynn, who did the most complete job on her homework last week. So extra bravo stickers for Lynn and extra high fives I see from everybody for Lynn. So good job on your homework. This week, we're talking about getting sugar savvy. So I got a quick story to tell you because you know how much I love a story. So my grandfather was what you called a brittle diabetic. I mean, like a brittle diabetic. And the only thing I really remember about him, because he was young and I was young when he passed away. The thing I remember most about their house was when you open the refrigerator door, they had rows and rows and rows of glass, those glass bottles that had insulin in them. And we weren't allowed to touch them. We weren't even really allowed to get near them. Like if you were getting something out of the refrigerator, you'd be super careful because they were glass bottles, and there were rows of them. And every time you'd open the door, you'd hear that chinky, 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 chink, you know, when they would hit each other. He was a fit man. Never weighed probably more than 160, 165. I mean, he was fit and trim. He exercised regularly. He loved to walk outside. He loved to ride little motor scooters with my grandmother. You know, he liked to go hiking with my grandmother. They had a lake lot. They loved to camp. I mean, he was really a fit man, I would have said. And they didn't really keep any candy or anything else like that at their house. He passed away in his late 50s. Okay, I'm 54. I'm already 54. He passed away in his late 50s. His daughter, on the other hand, which is my mother, or was my mother, she was also diagnosed with diabetes, about the same age. But she, instead of being a fit, trim man who loved to hike and everything, she had been a lifetime smoker. She was about 120 pounds overweight. She didn't exercise at all. I mean, at all. And she was a closet candy bar eater. So that's where I get that from. She lived to be 81. Okay, he was in his late 50s. She lived to be 81. So what was the difference? What was the difference between the two? My grandfather, 100%, because I heard this. I mean, I was small. I was young when he passed away. But I heard this from day one. Well, my doctor says I've got diabetes. I'm going to die from it, you know, so I guess I'm just going to live as much as I can and just keep taking my insulin shots, you know, until I die. That was his theory. You know, the doctor knew best, and you just had to do whatever the doctor said. If you're a doctor, I'm not saying you don't know best. I'm just saying there's other things, okay? My mom, on the other hand, said, the heck this diagnosis. She went to the library, every seminar that she could figure out to go to for diabetes. She joined Weight Watchers, and she lost my place, and she joined Weight Watchers. So she went to the library, researched everything she could, signed up for every seminar that she could find, drug me to a lot of them, joined Weight Watchers. She lost 120 pounds, learned everything that she could about sugar in food, added sugar, how all this goes together, including exercise, how all that fits together, and how it affects your body. You know, does this sound familiar? So if you've had to do any of this kind of research, or if you've heard any of this, or if you have a family member that's lived through this, you know, it probably sounds pretty familiar. So today, WW is more invested than ever, not only in your weight loss, but also in your wellness, you know, victory. They want you to have a weight loss success, but they want you to have a wellness victory. So this week we're sticking a little tiny toe. So there's a giant ocean of information that my mother researched, found, wrote down. I mean, I have steno notebooks of information that she wrote down and notes that she took, and we're going to stick a teeny tiny toe into that big ocean today to just look at some of the research and recording that she did. And this week's WW Weekly hits the highlights of it, that whether you're diabetic or not, we all need to know this. So natural sugar versus added sugars, sugar or carbs, and sugar is carbs that are naturally occurring in like dairy food, fruits and vegetables, whatever. If it's a natural sugar, it's already included in that food. It wasn't added there, so it was naturally occurring. It can be a part of a healthy eating pattern. Added sugars, though, are the ones that are just that. They're added. So somebody manually added sugar to some kind of food, and sometimes they're weird kinds of sugar, like they're genetically altered, manipulated, whatever, you know, kinds of sugars. So, and then my mom added a category. She had added a category way back in the day when she was doing her research, that was hidden sugar. So she wasn't just interested in what had natural sugar and what had added sugar. She also wanted to find out what had hidden sugars. So hidden sugars are things like you would expect to find sugar in candy, right? You would expect to find sugar in syrup because that's, you know, sugar. You would expect that. But what about yogurt? Did you know that there's added sugar in your flavored yogurt? Instant oatmeal has added sugar, light bread, healthy protein bars, they all have added sugar. And that's, you know, it's things you don't think about. Some flavored milks have added sugars. So what do you do about that? First, check the label. We're going to look at a couple of things here real quick. I'm going to try not to go into our second half, but first check the label. Whole foods. So things that are whole foods, like this. This apple doesn't have any added sugar. Bananas do not have any added sugar. Regular oats Regular oats, things that are in their whole food form, so they've not been overly processed, they do not have any added sugar. So check the labels. Next thing is, if your favorite convenience food has given you sugar shock when you look after you go and check the label, then make your own. So you could use, I do like commercially prepared yogurt. I do realize that it has added sugar and it has some other things in it, but you could make your own. So you could use some plain non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and you could add some flavoring to it, and you could add some fruit to give it sweetness. You can use regular oats and you can make your own. You can use quick cook oats and add cinnamon, add some stevia, something like that. Again, some other flavorings and get some of that sugar out. My air fryer baked apples, chop them up and put them in some oatmeal. You won't even miss any of that sugar at all. Okay, and then look for less sugars in your peanut butter, coffee creamer, favorite flavorings like the Jordan's. I'm pointing the wrong direction again. The Jordan skinny syrups over here, they're no sugar. They have no sugar. But things like that. So without adding some extra sugar, things like this, like these craisins. So these are craisins. These are also craisins, right? So I accidentally bought this kind one day because I add these sometimes to recipes. Occasionally I'll throw them into some oatmeal. I don't add them a lot, to a lot of things. Mostly it's recipes. But regular craisins, a serving of regular craisins, which is 1/4 of a cup, has 29 grams of sugar. 29. These, the same brand, Ocean Spray craisins with 50% less sugar, they only have 12 grams of sugar. So that's actually less than half. But anyway, so 29 and 12. You can't tell the difference. So look for that, look for that in some of your, in some of your favorite foods, and look for some ways to kind of skinny it up. So your homework for this week is #skinny sugar. So that just means you're going to skinny up on the sugar. Okay. So find one of your favorite convenience foods, check the sugar. So, find it, check the sugar, see what it is, and then tell us how you're going to skinny it up. But you get bonus points on your homework if it's at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, like some kind of coffee. And if you get the barista to skinny up the sugar and then you tell us what you did, you get some kind of extra points. So that we know what to do when we go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, and we just automatically know what to do. So the homework is #skinny sugar, and you're just going to find a favorite convenience food, figure out how much sugar there is in it, and then tell us some way that you're going to skinny up the sugar, that you're going to do that. Okay, and Melinda wants to know, what kind of sugar substitute do each of you use and like? So what do you all like? Because we have just a second, and thank you Alicia for posting the homework. And y'all do your homework this week. I'm sorry, I know last week was a little complicated. This week is so stinking easy. So she wants to know, okay, Loretta says monk fruit. I've used monk fruit, it's really good. I know Debbie uses monk fruit for baking. For baking, I almost always use Truvia because it does have real cane sugar in it, but then it also has stevia in it, but it does have erythritol. So if any of you all have an issue with erythritol, just be careful with erythritol. I can't even say that. Anyway, I love it. So that's what I use. So you all please keep answering. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it's just YouTube. Yeah, and Jean's a trivia girl. If it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. Please go ahead and comment what your favorite artificial or lightened up sweetener. See, I hate to say artificial. Non-sugar. Let's say, put in the comments what your favorite non-sugar sweetener is, because artificial makes me think of Tab. Who used to drink Tab? My mom used to drink that all the time. That was probably the only non-sugary thing that she ever had. She smoked way back in the day before she became vegan Nana. She smoked like a freight train. I mean, like a lot. Like my dad would go to North Carolina to buy cigarettes by the case. But anyway, so before she became the uber healthy vegan Nana that everybody knows, yeah, she was pretty bad. But anyway, so I don't know, artificial sweeteners make me think of Tab. Okay, so comment your favorite non-sugar sweetener, even if it is an artificial sweetener. Okay, and don't forget, we're getting ready to start the second half, but if you haven't yet, run over to Instagram and just follow If You Have an Egg. That's the only way that you're going to win this. And it is a super cute boobie for October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and a super cute pink stainless wine tumbler, a pink fabric bookmark, and a pink wetted cloth. Okay, and it's only today, October the 17th. Okay, so we are going to take a quick break. This is the second half. So everybody grab some water. If you're brand new, I'm not going to be technically cooking anything in the second half. And I just got to tell you, it's so nice to not be fighting with the microphone, trying to get it reattached. So hopefully this new microphone is killing it, is kicking it, whatever, because this is nice to not be attached to it and also to not be trying to figure out how to dispose of AAA batteries because it was killing me how many I was running through. Okay, so this is the second half. I am going to get something to drink. We are not actually making anything, but if my hair gets in the way, I have a handy dandy scrunchie to put it up. I am going to go ahead and take a sip of tea. My voice is much better. Hopefully I will not start coughing like I did last week. But if you are brand new, we're getting ready to start the second half. Hello, Barbara. We're getting ready to start the second half. So everybody grab some water or some hot tea or whatever your beverage, non-caloric beverage of choice is. Okay. And I will cough one time just to get it out of the way. Oh, and Melinda says, what a beautiful mug. This was made by a local crafter here called, I think it's called Open Kiln. Casey will have to remind me, but if you all happen to be in Knoxville this week, October the 20th through the 22nd of 2021, we are having a pop-up shop, and I will be here all 4 days. So I'll be here October 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. It's from 10 until 4, and people like Open Kiln will be there. And yes, it is. It's a very beautiful mug, and I wish you could see how sparkly it was. Okay, and then I'll be here at KC Kitchen Center at 5902 Kingston Pike. We'll be having that pop-up. Okay, so so I had more than the one obligatory cough. Sorry about that, but I do have an extra cough drop. So today I brought the extra cough drop that I forgot last week. Okay, so we were talking about skinny sugar. In the first half of the chat, we were talking about being aware of sugar. So it's ironic. We have spent the last couple of weeks talking about, oh wait, hold on a second. I missed that. Melinda went to Sonic during happy hour and got a diet strawberry limeade. Oh, and she's drinking that. Yum. But we spent the last couple of weeks talking about the current WW plan, which is blue, green, and purple, and why you might choose one of those. My gut still tells me that you need to do this exercise. So some people have been saying that the colors themselves are going away. I don't know. I don't have any clue. And don't ask anybody to tell you, and don't believe rumors that you hear on the internet. Just wait till it happens. Again, it'll be okay. We will do it together. We will do all of this together. But my gut tells me that it's still a good idea for you to go back and review and think, am I blue? Am I green? Am I purple? What am I this week, this month, this year? You know, you can change. You don't have to be the same color all the time. But I think it's a good idea if you just evaluate your life and which color you think you might be right now, just to kind of get a handle on this. So, last week we were talking about my theories. So my theory number one, again, they're just theories, but my theory number one is that the plan's going to be even more personalized when they switch to blue, green, and purple. That was the first time I can think of, and I've been doing Weight Watchers for over a quarter of a century, over 25 years. That's the first time that I can think of that it was actually individualized for me, and not the majority of the people. I could make it more individualized to me. Theory number two, I think they're going to focus more on what you will eat instead of so much what you should eat. I don't think that's gone, but I think they're going to focus more on what we will eat, can eat, depending on our lifestyle. Number three, I think that the point values will be calculated differently. Again, don't know how, but I think it's going to be different. And theory number four, even though a lot of things in threes, I think health and wellness are still going to be top. I think they're going to be top, and they're going to be an even bigger focus. So based on those feelings, we've been talking about the different plans. You can go back and watch the other chats. We talked about blue. We talked about purple first, because that's the plan that I'm doing right now. Then we talked about blue last week, barely through all of the coughing. This week we were talking about green. So WW My Way Green is it's the old Smart Points Beyond the Scale plan. And it was the first time that we really talked about healthier eating as opposed to just weight loss. So when it was named Beyond the Scale, that was when we started talking about non-scale victories. We talked about things besides just the scale. We were moving beyond the scale and just the number on the scale. I find it ironic because we started talking about health. But I find it ironic because WW My Way Green has the least number of 0-point foods. And the point system seems to really encourage more processed and convenience foods, in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, I got to go on the old Points Plus program. Eating almost everything I consumed was either out of a box, out of a bag. You know, I ate Fiber One bars like they were going out of style. And I stuck more things in the microwave than I ever have before. And I lost weight and I got to go. Yeah, so I mean, I lost weight. But based on my family's history, I don't know if that's really how I want to live right now. But there are some of you who that is how you need to live right now. So let's get back to green. Why is green different? Green, nothing is still free. Doesn't matter which color you're on. Nothing is free. It's all 0 points. So 0 points versus free makes me think about it. You know, think about the food a little bit differently and process it a little bit differently. So free to me is eat all you want until you explode. And 0 points means let's eat a serving at a time and see if we're satisfied or if I want to go back for a second serving, you know, of that 0 point food. On green, you have over 100 0 point foods, but some things like starchy vegetables have come off of that. Whole wheat pastas and rices have come off of that. So you have 100, but you still have 100 things that are named as 0 point foods. And it still gives you a decent selection of whole foods that can be used to hashtag bulk it up. So if you haven't been watching this for a million years and you don't know what that is, we talk about hashtag bulk it up a lot. We'll talk about that here more in just a few minutes. But I think that 100 makes a good base for being able to hashtag bulk it up when you're using some of those more convenient foods. I think the recipes are more family friendly, meaning that, let's face it, when you've got enough points in the day to choose copycat, hamburger, helper, casserole, it's easier to get the crowd to go along with you, you know, and just throw in like a excuse me, oh, this isn't going to start. Throw in a low point salad or some green beans or with it. It's just a lot easier to get, you know, if they're kind of a civilian crowd, you know, to get them to go along with you. You have a minimum of 30 points daily, plus the rollovers to enjoy things that are going to save you some time and some trouble, and you'll be able to eat out more. Have some frozen meals, more casseroles and things like that, and more convenience items if you need that as part of your diet. The green plan can also be used for as little as a week, or it can be used for a lifetime. I know lots of people who are very successful on it, and I think it's especially good for people whose families just might not really be ready to do this with you too. Okay, so why would you want to choose green? Anybody, again, that has to balance a family, a job, school, you know, you're go all the time, but you still want to be able to eat some whole foods, and you want to be able to bulk up some of your convenience items that you may need to use frequently. I think this would be a good choice for you. Families, like I just said, it's a great plan for people who have families that want to feel like they're eating more normal food, or they're just not ready to, you know, participate yet. Those who don't like a lot of the 0 point whole foods, which y'all were hilarious on, I guess I put it on Instagram and I put it on Facebook too, on what your top 3 least favorite 0 point foods were. I was shocked. I thought it was going to be all things like tofu, Brussels sprouts, and kale. I mean, that's really what I thought the list was going to be. There were some very interesting things. Like I'm not kidding, probably top 3 most interesting information that I've ever gotten from you all. Don't know what I'll do with that information, but it was really interesting. It was very interesting to read what, you know, what y'all were talking about. And I have some good news for you all here in Knoxville. If you want fresh microgreens, the notification that I just swiped up is a microgreen farm here, and it sounds like they're going to be at our pop-up next week. So if you want some microgreens to hashtag bulk it up, it sounds like they're going to be here. Okay. So also, I think green is good for people who don't have time to meal prep, don't like to meal prep, maybe don't even like to cook. I know a lot of y'all don't like to cook. You can get that gene, you know, just don't like it. Or if you have to eat out a lot, or if you tend to eat the same or similar things, you know, every day, I think green could be a great plan for you. So your perfect green pantry, you know, we did this the last 2 weeks. We did a perfect purple pantry and then a perfect blue pantry. This is I think your perfect green pantry. Again, I'm trying not to have any added preservatives or salt. But green, because I'm using so many more convenience items, if you're having issues with sugar or especially with sodium, kind of keep those in check, because you are probably eating the lowest number of whole foods. So foods that are in their natural state, you're probably eating the lowest number of those of any of the plans. So things that I think are great to keep on hand, convenience foods like frozen meals. I would never, ever eat either of these on purple. They are delicious. This one especially. So this is a lean cuisine Salisbury steak with macaroni and cheese. This one, excuse me, this Smart Ones sesame noodles with vegetables. These are both delicious, but they are also both like 11 or 12 points. I would never, ever eat this on purple or blue. But on green, sure, I would eat this, and then I would add something to it. So as part of your perfect green pantry, I suggest you keep, again, some convenience things. And if you like to cook and you just want more points and need a lower number of 0-point foods, that's okay too. But I keep things like this. These do not have to be refrigerated. These are Libby's cut green beans and diced carrots, and they don't have anything added. Well, they've got a little bit of preservative added, but they don't have any sugar. They have a tiny bit of salt added to them. But these, if I was going to make one of these, then I would hashtag bulk it up with, with some green beans or with some carrots. And honestly, I usually just heat them up and dump them into dump all this out into a plate, because I can't stand to eat things out of the box. But these are a great idea for hashtag bulking it up. And if you only have a handful of 0-point foods that you like I know people that only eat like 3 different kinds of vegetables, if green beans and diced carrots is one of them, there you go. Libby's has those in individual containers. And again, they don't have to be refrigerated. They don't, it's a single serve. You open it, heat it up, or just eat it cold if you want to. Add it to something else, and you're good to go. And you haven't opened the entire package. So those are convenience, pre-prepared things. I think Trader Joe's is a fantastic place. The freezer aisle of Trader Joe's, so like the kind of already made meals at Trader Joe's, that's a perfect shopping point. And Aldi is like that too for somebody who is doing green, because you can buy pre-made meals, and it's usually just enough for 2. So you could get like a thing of the orange chicken. You can get they've got like little meatloafs. They've got all kinds of things that you can get, and then just add some, bulk it up, hashtag bulk it up with some veggies, and add that, and you're good to go. But Trader Joe's and Aldi are fantastic places to get things like that, especially if there's just like 2 people at home, or if it's you and you don't mind having some leftovers. Always fresh fruit like apples, grapes, things like that, bananas, seasonal melon, things like that. Seasonal vegetables are always a great idea, especially if you are a little bit more picky about your produce. If if the reason that you've chosen green is because you want more points, but you have a smaller group of things, you're okay with 100 0-point foods because you are probably only eating 10 or 12, of those things, then seasonal fresh fruits, might be a great thing for you. You might not like canned peaches, but you might love fresh peaches. You never know. Okay, mushrooms are always a good idea. Pre-prepared things like zucchini squash. I did not have time to chop zucchini squash this week. I needed some zucchini squash. So getting it already pre-chopped, things like this for the vegetables that you will eat, I think that's a great idea, something to keep on hand. Because again, if you're going to do like let's say it's meatloaf night. So if your normal family, wants meatloaf, you could saute some zucchini squash. You can cook these in the air fryer, pop them in there and do it. It's, super easy and super fast. And you can hashtag bulk it up and have something on the side. Frozen fruits and vegetables, I'm always a fan of those. Bagged salads. So again, bagged salads are something I don't purchase a lot of when I'm doing purple. I normally get the salad. I get like, different kinds of lettuces. I'll make my own toppings. I'll do sugar-free dressings. Like the G. Hughes sugar-free dressings are fantastic. I'll do things like that. But when you're doing green, bagged salads are a great convenience item. So like this one is the Dole chopped. It's a chopped salad kit, and this one's sesame Asian, and it's got green leaf lettuce, green cabbage, kale, and this is baby kale. So for you kale haters, this is baby kale. You won't even know it's in there, I promise. Crispy garlic wontons, sesame ginger vinaigrette, sliced almonds, carrots, red cabbage, and green onions. and that's a sesame Asian. And I think this has it's got 3.5 servings, so there's like 3.5 cups in here. And 1 cup with the dressing is 5 Smart Points. That's a great convenience item. Always things like the little applesauce cups, little fruit cups, things like that. String cheese and light cheeses, ham and turkey, sandwich meat, light bread. Those are good. When I'm doing green, I go ahead and buy commercially prepared yogurt instead of making my own. So I'll buy like Activia. I love Activia Black Cherry. It's like my favorite. It's not Greek yogurt, it's just regular yogurt. But oh my gosh, I could almost eat it for dessert. But I will buy things like that when I'm doing green. I'll get instant oatmeal, instead of making my own, instant grits, stringer light cheeses. I think I already said that. Ingredients for lighter point muffins. So you could do like, you could make lightened up banana bread, zucchini bread, things like that. That would be great. And I always have nutritional yeast and extra virgin olive oil on my list. Always, doesn't matter what color plan you are on. So some other convenience foods like crackers. Again, I love cheap peanut butter crackers. I would rather have cheap peanut butter crackers than fancy Ritz crackers out of a package. Now, don't get me wrong, I can eat a spoonful of peanut butter, but instead of doing that, I don't know why I'm like addicted to these. So depending on the brand, these are 6 or 7 points for 6 crackers. That's a perfect convenience food for green. I would never, because with green, you've got a minimum 30 daily points. I would never do this on purple because I just ate up a fourth of my points, for the whole day. But anyway, things like that. Protein bars, so like, different kinds of Quest bars, those would be perfect. I know a lot of you all do, what are those bars that y'all are always talking about? I don't even know, I've never had them before, but things like that are good. Anyway, some other convenience things. Perfect green recipes. So perfect recipes that are perfect on green. Drizzle Me Skinny, if you go to her, Built Bars. Yeah, I've never even tried one of those. But anyway, if you go to drizzlemeskinny.com, or you can go to her Instagram or whatever, Drizzle Me Skinny, her name is Kate. She was one of the very first people that I met when I started going on social media with Weight Watchers. And oh my gosh, all of her recipes, I feel like all of her recipes are classic comfort food. Like any day of the week. If you don't feel good, you're sad, watching a movie, whatever, anything from her website would be fantastic for that. So if you're on green, all of her bubble up recipes, they all have tea biscuits in them. And I don't even know how many bubble up recipes she has. Probably, I don't know, I'm going to say 25. I started to say 50. I don't know if there's 50 or not, but all of her bubble up recipes, I promise everyone will love them. All of those would be good. That Man's Chicken, from the IfYouHaveAnEgg.com website, That Man's Chicken made with the thighs, I promise you will have none left. We never have leftovers when I make That Man's Chicken. And when you, excuse me, we're going to make it. We are going to make it. So That Man's turkey tenderloin is great. That Man's chicken breast, fantastic. That Man's chicken with chicken thighs, and when you've got enough points on green to do that, do it. I promise there will be no leftovers. Okay, and then Skinny Taste has a fantastic tuna casserole recipe. I will actually be making that recipe this week. I'm not going to make it right now because we have 10 minutes and we have to draw for the booby prize. But it's fantastic, and I'm gonna shake it up a little bit because I don't have time this week to make the sauce that goes in there. So I did go ahead and got some no yolks, extra broad egg noodles. Much to John's dismay, tuna casserole has to have peas in it. He ain't gonna like that part. Sorry, John. Excuse me. 50% less sodium because I always try to get less sodium and less sugar. Healthy Request creamy mushroom, and I got some skipjack tuna to go in it, but I also got some light sour cream, and I got some Velveeta because we're going to be making that this week. But those are perfect recipes when you're on green. And then green on the go, you can still get the same things that we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. So like the grilled chicken, it's okay, Liz, I have no idea what you didn't mean. The grilled chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A, that's always a good one. But you can branch out and get some of the wraps. You can get some of the salads. Just do not get the avocado ranch dressing if you go to Chick-fil-A. I made that mistake one time. It is fantastic. It is absolutely, it's fantastic. But I think for the entire thing of dressing, it's like 14 or 15 points. So skip that one. Just skip that one. Protein bars, taking them with you. So any of these, take protein bars with you. You can always have these for lunch. This makes a great breakfast with a cup of coffee if you're on green. Pre-popped popcorn like Skinny Pop, and I think I've got some right here maybe. But pre-popped popcorn, rice cakes with a smear of peanut butter or almond butter or something like that. That's a great on-the-go option. A sandwich. So you have enough points on green. Just make a sandwich. Just make a sandwich and take it with you. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And you can even put a piece of Velveeta cheese on there, for 1 point. An original Velveeta slice of cheese is 1 point. At convenience stores, same things. Hard-boiled eggs, bananas, peanut butter crackers, snack bars, flavored water, snack cheese, pickles, kind of the same things. But when you go to restaurants, because you've got a minimum of 30 points in the day, you could get some, instead of just grilled chicken all the time, you could get a leaner steak. You could get things that are grilled. Just be careful, even on green. Be super, super careful and make sure that they don't use a butter brush. A lot of times, like steamed broccoli and grilled vegetables and things like that, you have to be super careful and make sure they don't use a butter brush, that they don't drown it, in butter or other things. Okay, so we have about 7 minutes left. Whoa. I got Siri all excited. She thought I was talking to her. I don't know what I said to make her excited, but okay. So on green, and aside from being like super duper excited now about the tuna casserole, I'm super pumped about that. So I'm going to make this tuna casserole for dinner for this week, and hopefully I can keep John home all week. But I'm going to make the bagged salad for 3 lunches at work this week. So sounds like I'm going to be on green this week. Okay, so we have just enough time for anybody who didn't get a chance to hurry. You have like 2 minutes, seriously. Scoot over to Instagram real quick. Go follow If You Have an Egg. Super easy to find. We will make it. Super easy to find us. I'm all over it. Alyssa's all over it. Lots of food. But you are registering for a chance to win. And you don't have to pay anything. There's no fee. There's no whatever. But you're trying for a chance to win one of Casey's awesome boobies for October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We also have a stainless steel. I didn't pick this one up earlier. This is a stainless steel wine tumbler, and notice we put a straw in it because everybody drinks their wine with a straw. But it is a stainless steel wine tumbler, and it does have. You can close the top, so if you need to carry your wine with you, if you need to carry it around. Carry it around with you, take it with you, whatever. But you have to go to Instagram to register to win that. Along with that, so you've got a boobie, a hand crocheted boobie from Casey. This it's Daisy Chains Crochets is the name of her business. The wine tumbler, stainless steel wine tumbler, a pink, because we're doing a pink out, a pink fabric bookmark. And I'm telling you, this thing's a lifesaver. It has not, none of my pages are bent. I don't have weird little paperclip marks or whatever. This just slides down over the corner of your pages for your bookmark. And and Melinda says the fancy dishcloth and a wet-it cloth. And these things are fantastic for washing cars, washing countertops. I use them to wash my glasses, everything. So, okay. So Sylvia, that means you need to get your daughter to go follow IfYouHaveAnEgg.com or go follow If You Have an Egg over on Instagram. Okay, so I will not be able to see you all commenting for just a few minutes because I'm going to go ahead and put you into the random generator and have it pull an Instagram. So what questions do y'all have about green? Well, I go let this auto generate whoever the winner is going to be. Questions you have we still got 6 minutes. We still got plenty of time. So everybody go everybody go register. Again, it's on Instagram. It's just If You Have an Egg. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. I saw a couple of y'all go over there and do it because I'll be drawing that here in just a minute. But what questions do y'all have about green? Do you have, and you notice I just took off your comments. So hold on just a second. Let's see what comments you have about green. And then I will go over and randomly generate a winner. So the wet it cloths, since we have a minute, the wet it cloths, if you want to use this to clean your glasses, I just take because my glasses stay nasty. I swear I don't touch them. I don't know how this happens because I'm not touching them, but I just take them off and I put, oh no, Melinda says, why does the Halloween shaped Reese cup have points on green? I don't know. We need to find out about that because that doesn't seem right. And Take says, what about fats and oils? I think green can fit them in better. Take, you're exactly right. Fats and oils, you can fit those in better because you have more points. So if your lifestyle, if you need to have fuller fat recipes, and I don't mean fuller fat in a bad way. I'm not talking about you're eating bacon 3 times a day, but if you like to cook with olive oil, if you love to cook with sesame oil, so fats, it doesn't matter if it's butter, sesame oil, olive oil, whatever, that all has points. So any kind of fat like that has points. Even if it's a good fat, it still has points. So if you want to include things like avocado, again, good for you cooking oils, things like that. If you want to use a little real butter, sometimes I much prefer, we talked about things like that before. So, if you want to get some good, some good fats in, you can, and it's funny because I'm getting your all's notifications where you're entering for the contest, but if you want to get some good fats in, that's a good way to do it. And, so, by using some good for you cooking oils, olive oil, and people think avocado oil, or what's the other one? There's one that people are like, oh, such and such oil, coconut oil. It's so much better for you and it has so much fewer points. It does not have fewer points. I guess there are some health benefits. I don't know, but it does not have fewer points. But yes, green would be a perfect way to be able to fit those things in. You can have some more creamer in your coffee if you want. I mean, it doesn't have to all be packaged, prepackaged foods. But you can just kind of flesh it out a little bit. I still, even when I'm doing green, I still do meatloaf, spaghetti, things like that. I'll do it like half lean ground beef and half ground turkey, or half veggie protein, something like that. So that I still, I know Lynn says coconut oil is really high. It is really high. And people tell me all the time, oh no, it's so much lower. It is not lower. And I'm not kidding you. I had 3 people last week when we were talking about our 3 least favorite 0-point foods. I had 3 people say avocados. People, listen to me. Avocados are not 0. I wish they were. And I said, when they first hired Oprah, I said, oh my gosh, can we write Oprah a letter and have her make avocados 0 points? I think they should be 0. I'm sorry, I don't think I'm abusing avocado unless I'm making guacamole and eating it with chips. Then I expect it to be points. But just slicing an avocado and putting it on a sandwich or some eggs or something. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so it's about time. Oh, it's really time for me to draw. Okay, so let me go over here. So sorry, I just took you all off of comments. So let me go see. Let me do my random generator here. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, so the random generator has chosen Kathie, Kathie 4200. Kath, here I'll make a screenshot so I can remember you. So it's Kathie with a K, Kathie 4200. So if you're here, fantastic, say hooray. If you are not here, I will send you a message and let you know, or congratulate you, or whatever, and let you know. So congratulations, Kathie with the Kathie, and whatever numbers I just read off, congratulations to you. I'll message you tomorrow so that I can get your address, because you have won the awesome daisy chains crochet booby, the stainless wine tumbler, the bookmark, and the amazing wet cloth. So thank you everyone for being here tonight. Y'all are amazing and awesome as usual. Hopefully next week this is going to be even better, but I'm super excited that you all loved the microphone. And again, don't forget the rest of October is still Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, you know, hug a breast cancer survivor, give them a high five. You know, or like Karen and I missed a walk today. We realized as it was ending, we were going to the same place to walk. But anyway, so everybody have a great week. If you are watching this later on YouTube, go ahead and let the next video roll over. I would love if you would watch it. Don't forget to do your homework. I want other people besides just Lynn to do your homework. And if you haven't subscribed yet, just click this little button down here and go ahead and click the bell, and it'll let you know when we post a new video. But y'all have an amazing and great week, and I'll let you know how the tuna casserole turns out. So y'all have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Good night.